else to play with. If you want to come over here and play on me, you can do that.
Something wild is happening in the Love and Marriage, Huntsville universe. And let me tell you, this one has the whole fanbase shaking their heads, dropping their jaws, and asking the same question over and over again. Has Wanda finally pushed things too far? Because this time, it's not just shade. It's not just petty jabs. It's not even the usual messy back and forth. No, this time, Wanda's mouth might have put her in a situation she never expected, and the consequences could be bigger than anything she's dealt with before. What started as another rant, another heated moment on social media, has now turned into a storm that refuses to calm down.
So good. But it does have show enough Miss Wanda. Y'all got to show up. Y'all know I have to show up and show out. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. GD. GD. I ain't said no GED. I said GD. Okay? A lot of y'all might say, oh, that's about all she got is a GED. And real, and did, and will, and got it. That part right there. Uh-huh. Because I know some meters up in here.
And the center of that storm? Melody. Every time these two cross paths, something chaotic follows. But this is a different level. Fans are calling it reckless. Some are calling it dangerous. And others are saying Wanda might have just made the biggest mistake of her reality TV career, because when you start throwing out accusations without thinking them through, the law can get involved real fast. But here's the twist: even after everything, Wanda is doubling down. She's not backing up, she's not apologizing, she's not trying to fix anything. She's pushing the gas even harder, and that's what has people saying she might end up dealing with something way bigger than she bargained for.
Hey y'all, Marcella. If y'all ain't following Marcella, y'all better go there and follow Marcella. That is the DA over there, district attorney. I ain't lying. That girl, I don't call her no bitch because that's my girl. I can call her one, but because, you know, that's my girl. But Marcella over there spilling tea, honey. Somebody said, is it storming? Nah, I ain't gonna tell y'all. Y'all got to come on my live if y'all want to know what's going on.
So sit tight, because we're breaking it all down: the history, the explosion, the fallout, and how things might get very real, very fast for Ms. Wanda. Before we get to the latest meltdown, we have to talk about how this whole mess even got here. Because let's be honest, this tension didn't start yesterday. This has been brewing for years. From the moment we first saw Wanda and Melody in the same room, you could tell they weren't made for peace. They've always had this sharp, uncomfortable energy between them, the kind that makes everybody else quiet because one wrong word can turn a conversation into a scene. Wanda has always felt strongly about Martell and Melody's relationship, and she never kept those opinions to herself. Every time she opened her mouth about their marriage, it came with a sting. And although Melody tried to keep her distance, Wanda always found a way to pull her name into something, whether it was family mess, cast drama, or just repeating little rumors she picked up online.
I like this, whatever her or whoever. Anybody on that show can get it. Say something bad about me and mine, and watch don't y'all get it. Just say something. I want y'all, you better let me say, I'ma come at your ass. You better say, you could be talking about your teeth in your mouth, but I thought you said, Tisha girl, I'm coming at your.
At first, people brushed it off. They said, oh, that's just Wanda being Wanda, the same way some families laugh off the one person who stays messy at every function. But as time went on, it became clear that it wasn't just harmless noise. Wanda wasn't just talking, she was targeting. Melody couldn't breathe without Wanda critiquing the air she inhaled. And then came the show. When Love and Marriage, Huntsville really started picking up steam, so did the tension. Wanda stepped into the spotlight, and instead of using it to uplift or support, she turned it into a stage for every thought that crossed her mind. And when it came to Melody, those thoughts were never sweet. We've seen Wanda confront her.
You're the step brother, step to the left, okay? Step over now, step over. Cause you don't know what them doing in their household when you weren't there. You just said you met them when she was 16 or 17 years old, so you just came into their life, maybe 10 or 15 years ago, okay? You just came into their life. You
We've seen her shout at her. We've seen her twist situations, bring up topics nobody asked for, and say things that had the entire cast staring like, where is this even coming from? But the problem wasn't only what she said, it was how she said it. Loud, sharp, and with this determination to make Melody the villain. By the time Melody left the show, you would think the drama might fade. But instead, the distance just gave Wanda more room to talk. Every time Melody had a win, Wanda had something negative to toss at it. Every time Melody opened a new door, Wanda was on social media trying to slam it shut with shade. And the more Melody grew, the more Wanda talked. It was like watching a rivalry that only one person wanted. Fans started calling it an obsession. They said that Wanda couldn't go a week without dragging Melody into something. They pointed out how she focused on Melody's every move while ignoring the chaos happening in her own circle. And honestly, they weren't wrong. You could scroll through Wanda's lives, comments, or interviews and you'd see Melody's name pop up like she was the one living in Wanda's house. But here's where things really shifted. This wasn't just pettiness anymore. This wasn't shade. This wasn't even dislike. Somewhere along the line, it turned into something deeper, almost like Wanda took Melody's success personally. Maybe jealousy played a part. Maybe old grudges resurfaced. Maybe Wanda felt overshadowed. Nobody knows for sure. But what everybody could see was that the energy kept getting darker. And when energy gets that heavy, something explosive usually follows. And that explosion came in the form of one of Wanda's infamous social media rants. If you've ever seen Wanda go live, you already know she talks fast, says whatever she feels, and rarely filters anything. But this time she unleashed everything she'd been holding back, and she didn't stop to breathe. She didn't just talk about Melody's choices. She didn't just critique her career moves. She went deeper, dragging things that weren't meant for the public, pulling out details that fans didn't know, hinting at situations that were never confirmed, and saying things that made people immediately go, oh no, she messed up today. Wanda accused Melody of lying about why she left the show. She made it sound like Melody didn't walk away willingly. She suggested there were behind-the-scenes decisions, arguments, and contract issues that forced Melody out, painting a completely different picture from what Melody has always said. But Wanda didn't stop there. She went after Melody's marriage again, claiming there were hidden details that never made it to TV. She made it sound like Melody wasn't telling the full truth about what really happened between her and Martel. And the way Wanda said it? As if she had receipts, as if she had been waiting to expose this. People immediately started pressing her, where is the proof? Show the screenshots. Drop the messages. And that's when everything went from messy to dangerous. Because Wanda couldn't provide anything. Not a text. Not a photo. Not even a voice note. And the moment she realized people weren't buying it, she started getting defensive, raising her voice, pointing fingers, shifting blame. But once a rumor is out there, you can't pull it back. Social media grabbed it, twisted it, and spread it everywhere. And before Melody even had a chance to respond, people were already debating whether Wanda stumbled onto something real or if she was just trying to stay relevant. This is where the legal conversation started. Fans began tagging lawyers. People started quoting defamation laws. Content creators broke down the difference between opinion and harmful accusations. And the more they talked, the louder the warnings got. If you say someone was forced off a show, that's an accusation that could damage their reputation. If you imply someone lied about their marriage, that can be considered defamatory if it affects their public image or personal brand. If you hint at secret behavior without proof, you're stepping into dangerous territory. And Melody? She has a history of protecting her name. She doesn't play when it comes to her brand, her reputation, or her kids. She has taken legal action before. She knows how to handle things quietly but effectively. So now the question circling online is, will Melody finally take action? People are starting to think she might. Because here's the thing, Wanda didn't just gossip. She made claims. Claims that affect Melody's career. Claims that affect how viewers see her. Claims that spread across blogs, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube within hours. And once that happens, attorneys can absolutely get involved. Wanda, however, is acting like nothing is wrong. She laughed it off. She said she wasn't scared. She said she hasn't said anything worth legal trouble. But people who watched the live don't agree. They're saying Wanda spoke with too much confidence, too much anger, and way too much freedom, the kind of freedom that gets people in courtrooms. But here's the twist: even some cast members are low-key supporting Wanda. Not fully, but enough to make people wonder. A few of them didn't shut her down. Some even hinted that Wanda knows things. And that tiny bit of support is all Wanda needed to keep talking. Now social media is split. Half of the fans are dragging Wanda, calling her messy, unhinged, and desperate for attention. The other half are whispering that maybe Wanda is telling the truth, maybe she heard something behind the scenes, maybe production people told her things, maybe she's exposing what nobody else wants to say out loud. But in the middle of that debate is Melody, trying to stay focused on her work, her brand, her family, and her health. Melody has gone through enough over the years: heartbreak, betrayal, business challenges, and public criticism. She's been rebuilding herself from the ground up. She doesn't need extra chaos, especially chaos that's built on rumors. So how is all this affecting her? Fans say she looks tired. You can hear the exhaustion when she talks. You can see the heaviness in the way she moves. It's one thing to fight through real problems, but it's another thing entirely to battle lies that come from people who should have left you alone a long time ago. Melody has fought too hard for her peace. She's had to shield her kids from public drama. She's had to rebuild her confidence after her marriage fell apart. She's had to stand strong when people doubted her. And now, just when she finally reached a place of stability, here comes Wanda dragging her name again, not with shade, but with accusations that could ruin everything she's been working on. And that's the part that hurts the most. Not because Wanda talked. Wanda always talks. But because this time, Wanda's words have real weight. They're circulating. They're sticking. They're turning into narratives. Melody shouldn't have to defend herself against things that never happened. She shouldn't have to worry about fans believing something that came out of someone else's anger. She shouldn't have to deal with grown adults creating chaos for entertainment. And now, Wanda may finally face consequences. Legal experts online are saying Melody could absolutely sue if she wanted to. Defamation doesn't require physical harm, just harm to your reputation, business, or career. And Wanda's statements check every box. And if Melody's camp decides to take action, Wanda might be forced to either prove what she said or retract everything. That's why people are saying Wanda might have just talked herself into a corner she cannot escape. So where does this leave things? The fanbase is watching. The cast is whispering. Melody is staying quiet, which, honestly, is scarier than any rant. And Wanda is still talking. Still defending. Still acting like she can't be touched. But the truth is, the louder she gets, the deeper she sinks. Whether Melody takes legal action or not, one thing is clear: Wanda's obsession finally crossed a line. And now she has to deal with the fallout, the divided fans, the damaged image, the whispers of lawsuits, and the possibility that this time, she pushed her mouth too far. Because when you build your reputation on drama, eventually the drama catches up with you. And for Wanda, that moment just arrived.